thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and deciding to watch me. Today we're back with more Miraculous. We are watching season 6, episode 7, El Toro de Piedra. I'm really bad at other languages. Not really even good at English, but you know, I survive. Guys, I am so excited to watch this episode. It came out actually a bit ago over in France, but we are just getting the English dub now. I always wait for the English dub because I really like the English dub cast, and that's just what I'm used to. But I am hyped. Keep in mind, guys, if you want to see my full uncut reaction, because copyright for this season has been atrocious. So if you want to see my full reaction, please go over to my Patreon page, linked down in the description below, to get access over there to see it all. But without further ado, let's get started.
A new chance. I'm about to seize that new chance, all right. That's when you step in. I'll have a bag left for you in El Baño.
What is happening here? Who are you?
I'll come in with my Toro strength, open the gates and steal the painting. It's totally safe, mijo.
Who are you talking to? And why do you want to steal the Mona Lisa?
5:30 p.m. sharp, okay?
Ivan? Oh no. Oh, your dad is a criminal? Oh, honey. Whoa. We haven't really got a lot of his backstory. So I'm automatically hyped to learn more about Ivan. Like, we really don't know much about him.
The surprise from Miss Bustier is set for 5:30 p.m. We gotta rehearse the song you wrote, Juleka.
Oh, kitty section. Hi, girls.
Adrien, Rose wants to know if you have another one of these.
Maybe.
God, when is Adrien gonna get his room together?
Since Dad's been gone, there's been a lot of decisions to make.
Yeah, that's fair, and that's so unfair for someone like you. I mean, you're still a kid, but it's a lot, man.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Papa.
Oh.
Papa who?
Papa Corn.
I forgot he did that.
Yeah.
That was your father's voice?
Yes. When I was a kid, he could always make me laugh. And then he started traveling.
I mean, he's not like a bad person. He just wanted his wife back. But, ugh. No.
I'll be right there.
It is fun to look at old photo albums.
He wrote a letter
so
to Santa.
I don't
so
blame her for
sweet.
creep.
Huh?
What's
this
that
doing in that old album?
What is
Adrien's
that?
dad only created Alliance
Oh no,
recently.
it has the alliance ring on it. Oh, that's new. That's new. That's very new. Oh no, that's not good.
Sorry to interrupt you in the middle of your fascinating activity, but someone
Adrien.
wants to see you.
One last photo and I'll be right there.
Yeah,
You're gonna know
okay.
every one of my childhood secrets.
We know every secret because we're keeping them. We made them. Oh my god, we can't. You can't give it to Adrien. But maybe it is like a nice letter. It could be a nice letter explaining, like, you know, I did this for our family and I'm sorry. And that would be a good way to, you know, give it to him. Yeah, actually give it to Natalie. Natalie should look at it. Actually,
Hello,
fair.
Marinette.
Maybe Natalie.
I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, Luca!
I don't care what's happening anymore. Yes, we're all connected and I'm so glad we have Luca. Look at his outfit. And again, I love Luca so much because he reminds me so much of my husband, who I dated in high school. They're very similar to one another. They're both very caring. They both play guitar. They both give guitar picks out. It's very, very similar. And they both are very empathetic people who care too much and give too much of their time to other people, even when maybe they don't deserve it. And so, yes, I'm a bit biased and I get upset that Marinette doesn't love him because that's the choice I made and I think it's a very good choice. And we have seen time and time again that Luca's a very good person and very trustworthy. And so it's just, I feel like, you know, if she had picked Luca, maybe life would be simpler. She wouldn't have to be dealing so much with the whole Adrien and his dad, you know, is like the devil situation. You know, it'd be a little bit simpler. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, and
We're counting on your
Ivan's really
presence,
going
Natalie.
through it.
I'll
so-
be there without fail.
Good. Otherwise, there won't be another chance.
I have to talk to you.
Natalie,
Not now.
what are you doing?
Not here.
Not here. Oh boy. What was Natalie doing? I'm a bit concerned. Oh no! Luca's breaking up!
It'd be much easier with the guitarist who lives in Paris than in Brazil, don't you think?
No,
know any other guitar
no,
player.
we don't want another guitar player. We want you, Luca. You are our friend.
Or just us different.
No,
Could be discovered
No.
if you look hard enough.
no, no. We want Luca in the band because that's kitty section. Don't use logic in this, Luca.
My son, if you're reading this letter, it means I'm with your mother. I sacrificed everything to save Emily. I was monarch. My son, it's your turn now to continue my mission. Don't worry, you'll have help. Natalie will explain. You will seize the miraculous of that wretched lady and her pathetic partner, Cat Noir, and you will make the wish to bring your mother and me back.
No.
I just need to be alone for a while.
Wow,
I'll
we
meet
have
you
a
at
lot
school for
going
the
on.
show.
We've got the letter. We've got Ivan. We got Marinette.
He's been like that for a few days now, but
Ooh,
he
we
won't
are
tell me why.
struggling. Also, we have this creepy person that doesn't look like Chrysalis. Ugh, I'm so confused. Who would this man be creeping on them?
There's only one thing we can do.
Wait, should we be doing this?
Protecting Adrien?
No, I mean, do we get to make this decision for him?
You've already made the decision. What do you mean?
I'll leave you to it.
Yes, thank you.
No, you're just gonna leave us. No.
What were you two doing in my father's study? Was there a problem?
Problem? No problem. I mean, yes, a small problem. I needed a stamp to mail this letter, and Natalie helped me, so no more problem.
Oh,
Problem
I mean,
stamp.
we
It's all-
can't give it to him.
Come on,
We
let's go to
can't.
school.
It would be completely, entirely different if this letter was like, yes, I was monarch and I messed up. I shouldn't have done this and I regret my actions. Please don't follow in my footsteps. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I made mistakes, but we never regretted having you. Like, it'd be different if it was phrased like that. But this is like, Adrien, I want you to continue my work. Keep doing the bad shit I was doing. Seize those miraculous and like, yay. Which is entirely different letter. Is showing no remorse and it's putting Adrien in a really awkward position because now he's like, oh God, like both my parents are gone. There's a way to get them back. And my dad is like asking me to do this. Like it's a similar position to what Ivan is in, where like his father's asking him, you know, to break the law, to help him steal the Mona Lisa. Like it's similar, you know, bad things that we shouldn't be doing. Like you're messing with shit. It could have really bad consequences. And, you know, it's putting your own child at risk. Like this child that your wife gave up her life to have. Like it's endangering him. And of course you want him the best life possible. So it's just, this is a sticky situation. We can't give it to him. We've already come too far into this mess to give him this letter at this point. Like we have made our bed. We're kind of at a point that we just gotta lay in it now.
Dad, I really thought you'd make the most of the new chance program. You always say that you and I are the same, but I don't think that's true. At least I don't really want it to be. I don't want to become a villain. And I wish you'd stop stealing, thinking about the next big heist, betraying the trust people put in you. I don't want you to be a supervillain. I just want you to be my dad.
Yeah, and that's fair, honey. It's really hard. And of course, I don't know Ivan's exact situation. I think it's a difficult spot to be in because obviously we cannot control our parents. They are their own person. But these situations are hard. And I think it is still easy to relate this to other things like, you know, alcoholism or, you know, drug abuse. Like those things are really hard and you can, you know, beg and beg and beg your parents to please stop. You know, you can give them all the facts in the world, how this is hurting themselves and hurting you. It puts, you know, their child in this terrible situation that you get, as a parent, get to abuse and be like, you don't love me. That's why you're not doing it. You know, gaslighting them when it's just not true. And it's hard. It's really hard to, you know, try to help your parent out of those situations. It's also very hard to even consider, you know, cutting them off, you know, having consequences. So I feel for Ivan because obviously Ivan is not an adult. and wants to have a relationship with his dad and wants his dad to take this new start seriously. And I'm very curious about what the new start program is. I think that's really cool. Just from the name alone, it sounds like a really nice program. But it's very sad to see that like Ivan's dad is not taking it seriously. He's still just in that mindset of just, you know, like, I have to steal to survive. And maybe it's not a survival thing. Maybe it's just for kicks. Who knows? But oh, it's hard. It's really, really hard. And obviously, you know, for us, it's like, just cut him out. But it's like, no, like Ivan loves his dad and he wants the best for his dad. And that hurts. That's more painful than anything, is that you want to have this relationship with your dad, but it's so hard. So I feel for Ivan. Like, writing this letter was not easy. To express your feelings, to go against it, and hope that your dad will make the right decision upon hearing your feelings, your voice in it. And it's clear Dad is not happy about it.
My own papa used to say, if little calves don't turn into bulls, they turn into fear.
You are like Papa. Oh, hey, Chrysalis.
Forgive my intrusion, but your distress was so strong.
El Toro distressed? What do you take me for?
Yes, I'm sorry, of course.
I meant, is that how you raise calves, El Toro? You trying to turn your son into a dairy cow or what?
Hey, this wasn't my doing. It's because he was raised by his grandma.
I like that we have to like reposition our tactic for how we talk to him. That's really cool. Like, we saw that a few times with like Monarch, but this is fun seeing Chrysalis like have to pivot, because we've kind of seen Chrysalis like nail it, but getting to see this like awkwardness, like, oh, sorry, not what I meant. Been like, oh, your son's so weak, isn't he? Like, flipping it around. That was really fun.
Before you became the mayor of Paris, you were our literature teacher, and we'll never forget what you did for us. Strong moral value,
Treating the world with kindness.
and open-mindedness, which makes us better people every day.
You taught us that fighting for our beliefs is more important than anything.
And that trying to understand people instead of judging them is essential. And also that learning is cool.
We've searched for a while for the right words to honor you, Miss Bustier, and we all agreed there are only two. Thank you.
Oh, that was so precious. That is so nice. And I love that, like, the students themselves understand the lessons and morals that Miss Bustier has taught them. I am so glad that these students had someone like Miss Bustier there to help them. It's so cute. Oh, Ivan still hasn't showed up? Oh. Hi! Big Papa's home!
Did you read my letter, Dad?
Yes, but don't
no,
worry.
Ivan,
Your
I
grandma's turned
get
you
out
into a
of
weak
here and
little
call
cat.
for backup. This is a bad situation.
I'm not worthy of your trust, Ladybug. Stomp! I renounce you!
No, don't give the
the matter?
miraculous back.
My father
You
got
deserve
akumatized.
it.
I'm the son of the supervillain El Toro. And the son of a supervillain can't be a superhero.
Sweetie.
You're not responsible for who your father is.
But it makes me so angry. I love my dad, but I don't agree with what he says or does. And it's even worse when I feel like that. Because then I get scared to be like him. And this fear is worse than the anger. That's why I can't hold on to my miraculous.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Nothing forces us to become like our parents, Ivan.
Yeah.
You can love your father and disagree with him. You've already proved yourself worthy of your miraculous.
Yeah. You made the correct choice here. And you asked for help. Ooh, new transformation! Oh, I like this theme coming out. Ooh, the little stomp. Ooh. Oh my gosh! Wow, I loved it! I love the music. I also just love me a good magical boy transformation. Always fun. No,
I
Luca.
can't get connected.
Luca, no.
You're the one who wrote the song.
Ooh, I'm not a singer either.
Oh,
No, you're right.
Is Juleka gonna sing?
You're my star.
Oh my god! What?
What's wrong with you, sis?
Juleka Rose! Oh my god, so we have confirmation. Like, we have actual confirmation that they're dating. They're together. Oh my god, happy Pride Month. What the fuck? Gayest shit ever. I love it. Let's go. A win for the lesbians? Wait, do you see Juleka's face? Oh my god, she really did get the confidence there. She was like, I'll do it for my bae. For my girlfriend. You got it, honey. Believe in yourself. Yes.
Say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ooh.
Together we're stronger.
Ooh, oh my gosh. I love the sound of her voice. It's kind of got like a lord sound to it, which is very pretty.
'Cause you're our legacy.
So pretty. Also, I'm so proud of Juleka. Look at her. Really gaining so much confidence. Luca would be so proud of you. Hopefully someone has like their phone so Luca can watch. I know he was having connection issues, but maybe like if we just call him and not FaceTime him, because I think he'd be really proud of her. Bravo, bravo!
I think there's an important message for you in there, sir.
I've read it.
Then maybe you should try to understand it now.
Ooh.
I'd have never dared talking to my father like that.
Then maybe your son is stronger than you ever were.
Uh-huh. That's right, that a boy, Ivan.
And
He was a supervillain, Officer Roger, but he's following the new Chance program, isn't he?
Ooh.
You don't want to be a supervillain anymore, right? You just want to be a good father.
Oh.
That's exactly what I promised to my son.
Ivan, I'm really proud of you. This was not an easy thing to do. So good job, hon. Very proud.
I felt awful about my dad, and because of that, I didn't show up for the concert. Your parents are role models for you. Your dad was even a hero, Adrien. But my dad, he's anything but a hero. I'll explain everything when I'm ready.
Yeah, a hero.
Facing the truth is gonna help me grow.
Yeah, facing the truth is gonna help you grow. Did you hear that, Marinette Dupin? Do you have? Oh God, she does have the letter.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just things were so hard with Dad in recent years. He was still here. I didn't dare to try to tell him anything, and now it's too late.
Oh, honey.
Still, I'm glad I got to remember Papa Corn again today. Thanks to you.
Oh, God, I'm scared. I'm scared because we have this letter. If we don't get rid of it, I feel like Adrien's gonna find it. And that's the scary part of it all to me.
Ladybug lied to the entire world.
What is
she
this?
claimed that Gabriel Agreste defeated Monarch, when we here all know that Gabriel Agreste was Monarch.
Natalie Sancour, you were the shadow of the diamond. What is your explanation?
I don't have one.
The machine. What is your explanation?
I don't have one, and it is not important. The only thing that should matter to us is the success of the Perfect World Project. I demand to carry on the Diamond's mission and to have his shadow follow me.
Shadow follow you! Tsurugi? It's gotta be Tsurugi.
Once you found Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous, you know who you must give them to, don't you?
Yes, Father.
Father! 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 Natalie? Are you two-timing us? No. Oh no. Wait, but this would all make so much more sense. Because maybe Natalie was sent over to help Gabriel because of her like dad's connection. Oh no. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, everybody. So there's a lot to talk about in this episode. We had the Marinette, not telling Adrien and giving Adrien the letter. We had Adrien kind of struggling with how he feels about his dad. A lot of conflicting feelings just because his dad has played very different parts throughout his life. And then we had Ivan, who is struggling with his own father. So it was a lot. And of course we had Juleka finding courage and strength. So there's a lot of little subplots going on here, which I really enjoyed all of them flowing together. First off, Juleka Rose casting. Oh my God, like, hello? Like, what a great time, honestly, to air this episode, because they were gonna air this episode last month in May, but honestly, I kind of get maybe why they waited, because they're like, I know, let's give it to the gays. Happy Pride Month, everybody. So, yay! I love it. So cute, though. I love how they framed it. I'm a little sad they didn't, like, actually show, like, the full kiss, you know, from the side angle, but they chose to kind of do it in an inconspicuous angle, which I get it, but at the same time, it's like, just go for it. Just show us, because this scene is going to get censored in other countries no matter what, so just show it. But at the same time, I also have a mild respect for it, just because some people are like, oh, like, if you're gonna show, you know, two heterosexual people like kissing, isn't that the same thing as showing them, you know, like that whole, like, you know, thing? Like, if they show it, you know, it's just like indoctrinating them, where at least it was a very respectful, you know, shot that just kind of like, they did, like, obviously kissed, but it's at least like not up front in your face. So I do have a little bit of respect for that. Like, I'm a little bit torn on it. I wish we could have, but maybe we will later. Who knows? But oh my goodness, it's so cute, because I love, though, that we showed Juleka just like, oh, like, absolutely through the moon that her girlfriend kissed her. And she's like, yes, I've got this, and just goes. So cute. I loved it. Such a genuine, like, moment, and just one of those, like, memorable younger things where it's like, okay, yeah, you gave me a kiss, okay. So cute. I loved it. Her singing was beautiful. I wasn't sure if we would get like an English dub of the song, or sometimes they just kind of keep like the French version in, but I appreciate that they did the English dub, because I feel like the lyrics were very necessary for English viewers, just so we can hear the, like, I am my father's daughter, kind of relating over to what's happening with Ivan and his dad. So I felt it was very necessary, but still showed Juleka in a really good light. And I'm glad that she sang it, because obviously, you know, she's talking about her own dad in this song, that she also is a singer and wants to do music. And, you know, it's not only Luca. So it was a really, really nice way of Juleka expressing her feelings too in this episode, with everything else going on. Moving on to the Ivan situation. Obviously, I've already kind of talked a bit in the episode about it, but we'll go again through it. It's incredibly difficult, and I feel for Ivan so much in his situation, and I hope that his dad can get the help he needs. Again, we don't really know the full extent of this New Start program. Do we actually need to know? Absolutely not whatsoever. But as someone who was very interested in like corrections of the US, things like that, and learning about those problems, I think it is really interesting to have a New Start program. I think it's something that, and who knows, it could be very different than what I'm thinking about, but having a program like that, even any a bit, is so great to give people who are just coming out of jail, recently incarcerated, a chance to, you know, work their way back into society, to join the community again, because it's really hard and there's that stigma around it, and having that support back into it is very important. So the New Start program just sounded great, just because the rate of being reincarcerated for people recently from jail is just so high, and we just don't have a good solution for it. So It is very difficult, and obviously, as we learn, Ivan is staying with his grandma, or at least, you know, very much around her. I don't know if mom is in jail or if mom's not around. We don't, at least I don't remember if we know or not. So it seems like grandma's a very good influence on Ivan, which is nice. Hopefully, if dad starts staying there as well, grandma will kind of help, you know, whip him in the shape too. We'll see. But it's hard. It's really hard, especially when you're a kid. Like, you want your parents' love. You do. Even if your parent, you know, is a criminal. Like, we don't know why Ivan's dad does what he does. We don't know if it's just because he, you know, is big, strong man. Like, I'm going to go steal things. I don't want to work in the system. It sounds like, you know, it's a very family thing where his dad kind of put him into this life as well. Generational, you know, family business sort of thing. But I'm glad that Ivan is breaking the cycle, and he spoke out to his father and tried to help his father understand his side of things, and his feelings. Hopefully dad in future will continue to try to be better and, you know, maybe get an honest job and make honest money. But it's hard. People struggle. And so it's a very difficult situation. I think a lot of people can relate to this, even if it's not, you know, your parents are criminal. It could be something like alcoholism that your parents struggles with, or drug addiction. All those things are incredibly difficult, and it puts a lot of strain on your child, even if they are a young child or an adult child, like having to go, you know, get your parent out of rehab again, and having to, you know, borrow your parents some money because they need drugs again, another fix. Like, those situations can be very hard. It can turn very violent quickly. And so it's not easy. And especially when you're a kid who wants that relationship with their parent, it's so hard because you obviously can't understand what they're going through. But at the same time, it's like I can reach and reach and reach, but that parent might be so far gone that no words are going to get to them. But you want their love. So I feel for Ivan. I'm very, very proud of him for standing up, and hopefully his father will, you know, continue to try to go down the right path. Hopefully grandma, you know, maybe can help support Ivan there with helping dad, and maybe this new start program might also, you know, be beneficial as well. So love that. But we have the Marinette situation where they found the letter from Gabriel basically saying, like, I want Adrien to continue my work and, you know, go talk to Natalie, which is difficult. Very, very difficult. Because we found out there's this whole council of people that Natalie is working for. She was the shadow, essentially, of Gabriel. And I'm going to guess, at least, that the mechanical one, whatever they said, mechanic, the gear looking one was Miss Sarugi. So it sounds like Natalie's going to start kind of working under Miss Sarugi. That's my assumption. We don't know if it's Miss Sarugi, but I would assume it's Miss Sarugi. I'm curious who the, like, Natalie's dad is. I wonder if we've heard kind of the last name before. Maybe we can learn something from that. I don't know at the top of my head, but oh my goodness, that was a jump scare seeing that and finding out that, like, that person's, you know, Natalie's father. Craziness. So I'm very certain that Natalie cares for Adrien and wants what's best for Adrien, but I am cautious why Natalie's father would want the wish so badly. Because I'm pretty sure he was implying, you know, give it to me, daughter, when you get it. So I wonder, like, do they not have a mom or something? But it also sounds like they're trying to make this perfect world situation, which I don't know what that means to them. Like, what is a perfect world? So very scary there. But going back to the whole Marinette situation with Adrien, again, as I talked about, if the letter had said like, hey, I regret my actions and I'm very sorry for doing this. I should have enjoyed the time I had with you. And I'm so sorry I let this, you know, control me. Like your mother wouldn't have wanted this and I recognize it. If it had been a letter like that, I think that would have been the best way for Marinette to give it to Adrien. And, you know, they could talk about it there, or even Ladybug have it and give it to, well, she wouldn't know. That's hard. I guess if Ladybug gave it to Adrien, it wouldn't be too bad. Because Marinette can technically stay innocent in this till, you know, a long time in the future where maybe they find out their identities and it's a problem. But technically Marinette could stay innocent. Ladybug is, her hands are bloodied. There's no escaping Adrien's rage towards Ladybug. So it's a bit difficult. But obviously this letter was no good. I will side with, but yes, I also understand the episode was very much like, yeah, the truth will make me stronger. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I understand that. And it will. But I feel like giving this letter to Adrien would be terrible. Because now you have just messed him up severely. Like, again, if this letter was different, I think it would be a good time to just rip the band-aid off. Do it. And I think you still have time to, you know, fix relationships. This letter was not it, though. This letter would have put a burden on Adrien forever. It would have, you know, had that popular theory that Adrien takes over for his father and goes in his footsteps. That's what this would do. Like, Adrien would always feel like he's not living up to his father. He would always feel like, you know, he has to do this and get his father back because that's what his father wanted. Like, it is such a burden to put on Adrien that I don't know if it would actually help him. I think it'd be very, very difficult. And while I do believe Adrien would make the correct choices and not do that, because I think Adrien is mature enough is the word. I think Adrien's mature enough to understand that, like, hey, my dad was doing all this. It kept him from spending time with me. You know, it kept him from spending time with my mom when she was in her sickest points. He wasn't there for her to take care of her. And so I would think Adrien could, you know, process through all of that with time and understand this was not the correct choice. And if we come clean enough with that letter, I feel like he would come to Natalie, talk to Natalie about it, and Natalie could show him some of those videos of mom and show, you know, her feelings on everything. And I think Adrien could get through it. It's just like the chance is too terrifying. So I'm in agreement with Marinette here. I think it's too difficult because it just ends up revealing the truth and it just topples everything we've done. But I do think Adrien needs to know. It's going to come out one way or another, because now we just found out that, like, there are actually other people who know that Gabriel was Monarch. And that's where this becomes a bigger problem. Obviously, Marinette does not know that. We as viewers know that. Natalie knows that. But now our small group of people who knew this has grown larger, which is the problem. So I'm scared. I'm very, very nervous. And the sad thing is we still haven't got to spend a lot of time with Kagami and figure out what happened between Kagami and Miss Tsurugi. Because basically Kagami was like, yeah, I'm going to talk to my mom. And we have not circled back to that yet. So we still don't know what happened there. And we saw that Miss Tsurugi is still kind of in the game because she was talking with Sublime's family and stuff. So we know she's still doing things behind the scenes. So I don't know. I'm scared. I'm nervous. That whole Council of People thing was such a shell shock to me that I don't know how to feel. I want to believe that like Natalie's just doing it to put on face and probably stay in the know with them. And I think it's better for Natalie to play along, because at least if she does start working with Miss Tsurugi, she can keep things in check with Miss Tsurugi and be able to tell Marinette what is going on, what their plans are to try to seize the miraculous. So I am hopeful that Natalie is truly turned a leaf and wants what's best for Adrien and, you know, isn't going to try to do this shit. But I don't know. And I'm scared, and that's so terrifying. But what a fun episode. So much drama. Again, another episode that is so relatable. I feel like they've done such a good job this season with the writing. Obviously, it's still the craziness of Miraculous, but the individual stories that we are telling every episode is so relatable. I feel like they're really good lessons for like maybe a bit older adolescents, you know, that like 12 to 18 range. I feel like we are teaching such good lessons, and I'm always here for shows to call out like, hey, it is good to learn these morals and lessons and empathy and open-mindedness and, you know, reaching across the aisle and understanding one another. Like, I am here for that. We need more shows that are, you know, really pushing that into our faces to understand that like we need to have empathy in our world. Like, it is not always me. What my feelings are the most important thing, and I'm not going to think of other people's feelings. Like, we have to think of everybody's feelings. And so, yeah, like in this episode, I got a little more cried. It's a good episode, and then it got crazy at the end. So, and Chrysalis, I'm very confused. Like, we see that person creeping in the background every time now. So I don't know, because sometimes it looks like a woman, sometimes it looks like a man, you know, just based off like the legs. So I don't know. I'm scared, but very excited to watch more Miraculous. So thank you guys so much for watching this with me. I really appreciate you all, and I'll see you all later.